Easily Done, day 34. Fanatics, once again, Fanatics, day 34, Easily Done. You know, it's summertime, so my fanatics, excuse my language, my fanatics particular sports right now, which is football and basketball, that I'm gonna have the most input about. Hip hop too, don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? So it's been a little dry right now. But it's time to get the cracking again a little bit. Football's not too far away, a little over a month. But we gonna talk about some basketball right now, because it's a nice little debate. I don't even want to call it a debate. It's just really how you feel about it, and you get different reactions. Bronny James. Okay, so you're a father. This is hypothetically. You're a father. You have particular advantages that you want to give to your son, especially knowing that you've been through certain things in life and you suffer through certain disadvantages that you told yourself, if you ever have a son or a daughter, you refuse to let this offspring go through stuff that if you can help it, they don't have to go through. So LeBron, he's the father. He wants to help his son get in the NBA. I mean, that's how you can see it, because I guess he knows that he knows his son. He knows his son is capable. He's solid. He's not great, but he's his son. You know what I mean? He's LeBron James. His son is LeBron James Jr. We just call him Bronny. He played college ball at South Carolina. I'm sorry, Southern California, USC. If I watched I didn't watch games. I saw a lot of kids. He got a lot of publicity regardless. See, that's the thing about being LeBron James' son. The kid is, wherever he goes, is going to have the limelight on him. We've been watching, I've been watching, just for myself, I've been watching Bronny play since high school. Really before high school. His AAU, and I think he was in middle school AAU. Playing AAU. You know what I mean? And even then, you saw, he was all right, but it was always somebody else on the team that I always seemed to catch a better, like, okay, this dude is the one. Like his AAU team was this kid named Mike Williams. Mike Williams really was supposed to be one of the top NBA prospects coming out this year, but he had his whole off the court issues. A lot of y'all who follow basketball, like from the high school to the college to the NBA, know who Mikey Williams, excuse me. You know what I mean? He's his top prospect. He went to he was supposed to go to the University of Memphis, but he got in trouble. So now he transferred to Central Florida. You know what I mean? He's gonna play this year, if I'm correct. He could have damn near played last year, but that's why I'm saying he was supposed to be one of the best, the NBA prospect this year. If he would have had any type of decent season, he would have been an NBA draft lottery pick. You know what I mean? Because this is a kid that's been, he's almost as famous as Bronny is because of the fact that he played with Bronny, but he maintained a level of prolificness in the high school ranks. Like, he was tearing it up. You know what I mean? And he already had a following on YouTube, on social media. So I know who Mikey Williams is. You know what I mean? I don't think he grew into his body as he should. Like, he seems like he's going to be a point guard in the NBA because he's like 6'2". He's like Bronny size. Back when he was playing AAU ball, he looked like he was on his way to being 6'6", 6'7", because he was already one of the taller kids on the team, but he had a skill set. You could have just let him play big man. That man could dribble, shoot, drive. You know what I mean? But it's just the point that Bronny wasn't the best player on that AAU team. Bronny goes to USC. First of all, the USC team was bad. They were nowhere near a tournament team. They might have won, I don't even know if they won 10 games. Terrible. Bronny averaged like 5 points a game. I don't even know his stats, man. I'm telling you. But yeah, being in this LeBron son, he gets drafted. Second round. Lakers got a second round pick. LeBron plays for the Lakers. They draft his son. You could say the Lakers, but it's like he drafted. You know, he get that phone call, talk to the presidents and the whatever staff on the Lakers, like, y'all better get my son, because it's gonna be a package deal. LeBron's contract is up. You know what I mean? So they just re-signed him. He let him know, because he's money, and then you bring a son that's more money. People are gonna watch to see what Bronny do, because see, that's what people always sold about Bronny, even in the USC days. You know, LeBron's been training to play in the NBA. It didn't translate well in the college ranks, but all these dudes that are lottery picks and first round picks in the college draft are guys that performed well in college. Like, they had to show the NBA that that this college level is, you know, they're one of the better players, if not the best players. Now, some guys, because they're freshmen, you know, you had to go off potential, but even as freshmen, you know, they play really, really well. Like, Kentucky had like 2 freshman guards that were both like top 10 picks. You know what I mean? But Kentucky was a competitive team this year. You know what I mean? They really underwhelmed because they lost like second round in the tournament, or even first round. I can't remember. I know it was early. It was an early exit because their coach resigned. But the potential of these 2 freshmen, how great they played, and they only freshmen. You know what I mean? Like, you saw that, and they were highly, you know, high profile prospects going into, you know what I mean, the college season. So they played up somewhat to their potential. If they stay, you know, their numbers are going to go up, but they don't want to stay because they can go and go to the NBA now, be lottery picks, start working on their NBA game, go ahead and get that NBA money. Even though you can get money in college, the NBA money is better. You know what I mean? So, it's just interesting, that dynamic with Bronny, because the difference with Bronny is his dad's LeBron. And at first I was kind of like, but then I'm like, I can't get mad at it, because I would damn near do the same. I don't know, man. This is the debate, because I don't know if I would do that. I don't got no kids, so. But if I was first of all, if I'm LeBron, I don't even know if I want my son to play basketball. I don't want you to go through the comparison, son. Now, if it's really on you and you really want to do it, okay. You know, Michael Jordan got kids, played, and Mike didn't give him that same opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Mike, they had to get it how they lived, and they fell short. There's a lot of NBA players that had kids, did not live up. Patrick Ewing's son. Glenn Robinson's son. Glenn Robinson the third. Like, you know what I mean? There's some guys that they tried. They just ain't, you know. I think there's a lot, bro. It's plenty of them. NFL, it's just hard to live up to a father, especially when you're going right behind their footsteps. You know, some guys succeed. There's few cases of guys that succeeded, like the Splash Brothers, Thompson and Curry. Both their dads played in the NBA, and they both surpassed their fathers, without a doubt. You know what I mean? Tim Hardaway Jr., I can't say he passed his pops, but he's had a pretty decent NBA career. He has. And he plays kind of different than Tim did, you know, so you can respect that. You know, but it's just, you know, but LeBron James' son now here's, you know, it's the nepotism conversation. Should LeBron let the cards fall as they may, and maybe he wouldn't have got drafted? Pick the kid off of, is he good enough, instead of, is my son? But now here's your argument. Fast forward to today, Bronny's playing in the summer league, and he started out looking bad, right? He was missing majority of his shots. You know what I mean? But these last couple games now, Bronny's starting to score double digits. He's They already said he's a great defender. See what I'm saying? And he's got people watching, like he's got a fan base already. Like he's getting notoriety because people want to see. Like, see, it's already a ticket seller. So Bron really ain't dumb to know that that is gonna happen. People want to see LeBron play because he's one of the greatest to ever play. He's already the all-time leading scorer. The man is defying time because he's damn near 40 and his numbers are still like at an elite status. It's ridiculous. Now he's got to play with his son on a decent Laker team that can compete for real in the Western Conference, which is already a gangster conference between the East and the West. The West is dumb. A seed in the West is like the third, fourth best record in the East, for real. So it's just interesting, man. I don't know, like, I'm watching it. I wanted to say nepotism at first, like, but I'm like, who gives a fuck? If you can do it, do it. Like, that's your son, man. He's trying to help his son get the bag. He's helping his son live out his dream. If LeBron ain't got a problem with it, fuck it. But there's some dads that ain't gonna do that, dog. You know, and I'm gonna use this as an example. Sometimes, you know, that shit don't work out, and it's not meant to be. Because I'm watching this documentary on high school football teams, right? And I don't want to use names because it's the internet, and you just don't know who's gonna reach. But you got this kid who moved. This is high school football, right? It's a high school football team being documented. They're prolific in Tennessee, state champions, like raw. They always win. They grabbed this kid from California transferred to this school and thought he was just gonna, because his dad is like his number one fan, just gonna walk in and be that dude on this team. And it's like, there's a reason why the school is a prolific state champ. They already got quarterbacks. Like, they got who they're going to play this year. They got who they're going to play next year. They got depth chart. If you want to bring your son to this team, he got to put in the work to earn his spot. You can't just expect, because you from Cali, and we all know California, the Floridas, Texas, got a steeper competition level, but there's still, we doing our thing here in Tennessee. He got to earn the position. You know, he can't just walk out. And then when they do give him chances to play, he underperforms. But dad getting mad. He feel like his son getting played enough. I'm like, what do you want the coach to do? He already don't like what he's seeing. Tell your son to put in the work. So, you know, to compare that to this whole Bronny situation is like, if you're going to give your son a chance, you know, hopefully he puts in the work to be great. You know what I mean? But if he doesn't, who cares? I mean, LeBron getting the bag for his son. I mean, Bronny already a millionaire, bro. He didn't even have to play in the NBA. The kid, like I said, like he's had a YouTube for. I've been watching his YouTube stuff since he was in high school. So you know he's got a social media. Now he's an NBA player, getting an NBA check. He's already worth money. It's not even his dad giving him this money. His dad's giving him the opportunity to make money. And the rich do that all the time. Especially, you know, I love all races, but the white man. You know, I love white people, but it's just a fact. When they do that, you know, Donald Trump, his father was rich, and he was handed money. He didn't grind from the bottom. He just took what his dad gave him and made it billions. So, you know, some people, you help your kid get a leg up in life. Like, why wouldn't you? If you already a millionaire, you gonna make your kid like, I'm not gonna give you nothing. Go struggle so you can earn what I earn. You know what I mean? From the grizzle. Nah, man, you gonna help him. Fuck it. But the son need to recognize that. Like, Bronny needs to know you did get an advantage, and he gonna deal with that criticism. Not just from the fans, from other players. He got to perform. Because the nigga's going to tell him, hey, man, you only here because your dad. He going to hear that till the end of time. But that's everywhere though. You know what I mean? You got Deion Sanders got two sons playing. They've been playing with him since he's been coaching college football. You know what I mean? And now them boys shining. But see, the difference between them kids is we watching them earn their accolades. But the unfortunate thing is, you know, where they're at now, they got some work to do to really, as a team, win. So, but the Suns individually are doing their thing. You can't say they're the reason they're losing. You know, it's really just a matter of the game of football, and you know, you got to bring your team to par with these other teams. But your Suns are decent. The quarterback Shadir is very nice. So, but it's nepotism. It's that making sure, but he knows he's making sure his son, especially the quarterback, putting in the work, getting trained by other great quarterbacks that his dad do know, getting them in the doors at training camps with quarterbacks who are Hall of Famers. You know what I mean? At their camps, individual training sessions. Hey, why not? You know, the part I don't like, you know, with Shadir is you win a game and now you're stunting with this expensive watch. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, you feel me? You know what I mean, bro? And then they got their karma because it was like the first game, second game of the season. But when they got to weeks halfway through, they lost like the rest of the season. Every game after that. They got midway to the midway point. So they start out like 4-0, then they lost every game after that. So, you know, that should let him know when he go out this year and want to win. As soon as you win a game, salute the team, show appreciation to your coaches and your teammates, and run your ass to the locker room and get ready for the next game. Like, this is real life, bro. Like, you're in college and you're gonna probably get drafted to go to the NFL. You need to be, when you go over there, it's gonna be work, man. You're gonna put in work to be great. You might go out there and be great, but you're gonna see the type of work it's gonna take to be that. So, you know, it's just like back to the Bronny situation, I wish him the best. And I'm not mad at what LeBron doing. Because really in the black community, we need to uplift kings, man. LeBron want to make sure his son live up to kingship. He probably teaching him more than basketball with this whole thing too, about business and building his brand, Bronny James Jr. brand, because Pops is a billionaire, man. LeBron trying to make sure we got generational wealth. He might do the same for Bryce. I don't know if he'll be playing still by the time Bryce gets ready to be in the NBA, but he gonna make sure Bryce straight. And he got a daughter behind Bryce. You know what I mean? He making sure his kids straight, just like Deion with his kids. Like, we need this in the black community, man. It's too many generations of absentee fathers. Now you see in black men, we trying to spread wealth. And one thing I do love about LeBron is he's a good man, dog. The man does philanthropy. If I said it right, philanthropy, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. You know what I mean? He just a more upstanding citizen versus Michael Jordan per se. You know, Mike got on the top of that mountain, and I believe Mike dealt with a different level of scrutiny, being a nigga, made billions from playing basketball. Now he got to deal with that other side of being rich and dealing with other rich people. And he's a brother, and Mike is a dark brother. Like, if y'all who really pay attention to know that it's different when you're darker, bro. We're not the accepted Negro. Just like in slave times, they had us outside, and who was inside? See what I'm saying? I believe Mike dealt with a different level of scrutiny amongst the elites that made him the way he was. So he got his reasoning for who he was, even this while he was ascending. Cause that man's a dark brother, man. You know what I mean? Makes me appreciate my darkness. But you know, this LeBron Jr. conference, and we're gonna keep watching. You know, he gonna have us watching Summer League. We watching Summer League basketball this year, man. Sports is so interesting now, man. Everything is year round now. We watching, you know, you watching Summer League NBA because Bronny James got us watching it. You know what I mean? We interested to see how this kid gonna turn out. So he getting people. I bet you they got the highest rating by far. summer league games. I mean, they're showing everyone because everybody want to see what Bronny James is going to do. Then you got us. We do this with football already. You watching the draft to summer camps, contracts. Sports is just year round now. You know what I mean? But we're gonna keep watching Bronny. I'm just rooting for. This is, to me, is bigger than just sports, man. This is about a father and son who happen to be, one of the greatest basketball players who also happens to be a black man, and he want to help his son the best way he knows how. He want to make sure his son's straight. He saw what Mike did with his sons, and he, and that's part of Mike and LeBron's rivalry is the type of man Mike is versus the type of man LeBron is. Fuck this, the basketball conversation. You know what I mean? So LeBron want to make sure Bronny's straight, point blank. Can you blame him? What do you think? You know what I mean? Because it's a decent conversation. You know what I mean? But I'm going to leave on that note, man, because I know I'm going to come back on this conversation closer to the season and in another future episodes when the season start. We watching LeBron. I mean, I'm telling you, the Lakers are going to be the most watched team because of where LeBron's already at, the level of team the Lakers already are. Now you got his son. We watching. Like, the Lakers are going to have a lot of people watching just because of this whole situation. So it's so many levels to this thing. But it's a good conversation. But we'll keep it. We'll see. We'll keep it moving. We'll know what time it is to bring it back up. But it's your boy Easily Done. Fanatics, day 34. I'm out.